All right, Larry Krueger here from the Krug Show. Boots on the ground in Philly. Rainy day, kind of cold, but not cold for Philly standards. Cold for what Bay Area standards. It's just a cold, rainy day in the Bay. It's probably like, Kev, what do you say? You know, maybe 45, 50 degrees?
Yeah.
Something like that. We're here outside the Liberty Bell. Look at that, the Liberty Bell. Incredible. Welcome to the Liberty Bell. What's that?
From the outside.
We're on the outside. The Liberty Bell is on the inside. We don't want to get too close to it just yet, but this is the Liberty Bell. I could tell you a lot about the Liberty Bell. For over 250 years, the bell has been linked to important events in American history, but increasingly it has become a symbol without national boundaries. The inscription on the bell is in English, but the words touch lives all around the world. These are not my words. These are the words printed outside the Liberty Bell. Anyway, we're here for Niners Eagles. We're going to take a look at some things today. Brett Toth ruled out for the Eagles. He's a backup lineman. Not a big impact on the game. Also, congratulations to CMC. Congratulations to Juice for being named All-Pro. That is huge. I mean, when you're the best at your position in the entire league, that's saying something. And, you know, we were debating whether or not, or the Niners were debating whether or not to bring Juice back at all. And in a lot of ways, I feel like he's having one of his better years. The guy's a great athlete. I mean, he really is. As far as strength and explosion at his age, he keeps himself in really good shape. He's having just a fantastic year. I really think kind of underrated, which is my thought on tomorrow's game, which is the 49ers got to take a page out of the Bears book and just run the ball. This is run the ball weather, right? Run the football. You have the all-pro halfback. You have the all-pro fullback. You have a second-team all-pro, by the way, congratulations, Trent Williams, left tackle. You know, run the ball. Run the ball. It's run the ball kind of weather. You have two backs. You have Brian Robinson. You got CMC. Run the ball, short passes, get a rhythm going, put some points on the board, and come to Philly to win. Come to Philly to win. And I can't wait for it, man. It's going to be great. I think it's going to. Some people think it's going to be a blowout. The spread of odds makers are, you know, the spread is going the other way. The spread's saying, hey, the Eagles are going to win this in a one-sided affair. We shall see. It's their kind of weather for sure. It's going to be their kind of atmosphere, and they're the rested team for sure. We'll find out. We're going to find out tomorrow who's the better team. As far as the 49ers, a couple keys that I want to throw out for the Niners. One, I think it's really essential that you make Hurts beat you from the pocket. You know, no disrespect to Hurts. Hurts is a good quarterback, but you got to make him beat you from the pocket. If you give him obvious run lanes, he's just going to take it. And those are free yards. You just can't give those yards away. So you have to be coordinated on defense. You got to rush as one. You got to keep him corralled in. You got to give him no overwhelming run lanes, and you got to make him throw the ball. I think if you do that, you know, that's a major part of the game plan if you're Robert Saleh. On special teams, I think you just got to win, continue doing what you're doing. And then for the 49ers, you know, on the offensive side of the ball, you know, mix in some short passes as well, you know, to Kittle and to your receivers, and try to get everybody to touch the ball at one point on the first or second drive would be great. Get everybody in rhythm. That would be my goal in the first quarter, is try to get your entire weaponry in rhythm and ready to play all four quarters. And then on defense, I think you got to remember this. The Eagles are going to take a couple shots down the field. And you got to play with poise. You just can't grab guys. You can't wrap guys up, no matter who it is. You got to just defend them straight up. You can't just wrap guys up and you know, basically say, hey, that's it. You know, penalty, PI, put them first and goal on the 5. You can't do that. So you're going to have to do that. You're going to have to defend Saquon Barkley and tackle well. The 49ers missed 17 tackles last week. If they miss 17 tackles this week, they are going home. So they got to tackle much, much better and play the deep ball with some poise. If they do that on defense, I think those are the keys to victory. We're going to take a look at the rest of the city. Kev and I are donned with our rain gear. We're going to go to Angelo's and have a cheesesteak. And we will actually show you guys the Angelo's cheesesteak. We will eat it on camera. Not for us, but for you. All right, thanks to Claudaddy Arcades for bringing us here and to Philadelphia. We appreciate them. Thanks to Claudaddy. He's got 7 locations. Check him out on Instagram at Claw_Daddy_Arcades. And we're going to go get a cheesesteak right now. We'll talk about it next. All right, we went to Angelo's. We got ourselves a cheesesteak. This is it. It was raining cats and dogs, so we decided to come back to our place. So we're going to open it up, check it out. A lot of paper here. A lot of paper. Here we go. Oh, it's a gigantic. Look at this thing. Massive cheesesteak with onions. I'll give it a go. Here we go. Very good.
Any words?
It's juicy. It's tender. Tasty. It's good. Seeded bun. Yeah. It's coming out the sides. I mean, they don't short you on the... look at this thing. It's a gut bomb. We could have got one for the two of us. Wet, but really good. In fact, one more bite. I know Kevin's saying no, but we're going for it. One more. That seeded bun. Toasted. Very good. Tender, juicy, delicious. Not too much cheese. I like that. I thought it was going to be a big cheesy mess. No. It's actually really good. All right. I shouldn't be surprised. And we have the pizza as well. Let me just tell you, I took a couple pieces of pepperoni off the top of the pizza. Oh my God. Angelo's. Check it out in Philly. Kate Scott, recommendation, right, Kev? All right. Let's talk a little bit about the game. Lane Johnson. The latest report is Lane Johnson may not be able to go. He's got the foot sprain. He had the Liz Frank. He may not be able to go. So that would be a huge loss for the Eagles if he can't go. He's a future Hall of Fame tackle, one of the best right tackles of this era, maybe one of the best right tackles of all time. So if they can't have Lane Johnson, that will hurt the Eagles for sure. A couple other thoughts on this game. I think one thing that's going to be interesting is Ricky Pearsall going to be able to play for the Niners? Because if he can play, I think that's going to give the 49ers a little bit of juice in the passing game down the field. They think they really need Ricky. If you have Ricky, he's a player that they don't have anybody like. You know, he can get to that next level, and he's a good route runner. Brock can throw to certain spots on that corner route. He's really good on the corner route. So I'd love to see Ricky out there. I'm encouraged because I saw video of the Niners going to their walkthrough earlier today, and he was out there. He had the jersey on, and he seemed like, I don't know, he didn't practice all week, you know, but I kind of feel like Shanahan said to us he has no rules about, you know, playing versus practicing in the week. So some people were like, oh, if you don't practice, does that mean for sure you don't play? And he's like, no, we're going to play the best guys and the guys who we think give us the best chance to win. So I'm hoping that Ricky's going to be out there tomorrow. The spread continues to go up in the Eagles' favor. I will say this. Kevin and I are going to go check out a couple sports bar and go watch the playoff games tonight. Two quick thoughts on those. One, I think the Rams are going to put the Panthers away. Now, Kev thinks it's going to be closer. I think the Rams are going to put the Panthers away. But you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers won the first half and then the Rams had a big second half. But I think the Rams are going to wind up winning and covering. And then the Bears, Packers night game is really the game that I'm looking forward to seeing the most today. And that, I like the Pack. I like the Pack. The Pack came this close to sweeping the Bears. And I know there's a lot of talk about, the Pack's in disarray and this and that. Well, I think Love's going to play, and the Packers have a way of circling the wagons in the playoffs, and I just think they're going to fire, even though they don't have a great, Micah Parsons will not be going. But I still like Green Bay. I like Green Bay to get it done over the Bears. All right, further update on the as we get ready closer to kickoff, some late breaking notes on the 49ers. One, Jacob Cowing, this is not a surprise, but he has been downgraded to out. So that, I expected that, but that is official now today. Ricky Pearsall with the ankle and the knee will be a game-time decision for the 49ers, according to Jay Glazer. He had that report. Trent Williams with the hamstring is going to play. Jay Glazer had that report as well. The Niners have activated Jalen Graham and Malik Turner from the practice squad. That's interesting. I mean, one, Jalen Graham has always had a lot of talent. I liked him at Purdue. He played kind of a hybrid safety linebacker role. He's had moments where he can make, he's got the ability to run and hit and make a lot of tackles. This will be a huge opportunity for him if he gets out there to do something, because I think he's talented. I've always thought he's talented. Also, there's a report from Glazer that the Niners are holding out hope that Fred Warner could return by the NFC title game if somehow they could get there. So there you go. Also, Brett, we mentioned before, but the Eagles downgraded Brett Toth. He's got a concussion. He's still in the protocol to out, according to Mike Garafolo. So those are the latest notes on the Niners and the Eagles, and we'll have more as we get closer to kickoff. All right, that's going to do it for this video. Niners, Eagles go tomorrow. Thanks to Claw Daddy Arcades for sponsoring our trip to Philly. And check out the Krueger Show on YouTube. And, of course, we're going to have more on game day. Check me out in the pregame and postgame. And, of course, we'll do Krueger Show postgame live from Philly.